Welcome to Land Your Bet Sports Betting Live Show. Busy day. Finally got 13 games in the NBA. So I'm going to be going through each one as best I can here. No help. So we're going to be figuring it out together. Got a couple bets down. We got, like I said, 13 games in the NBA today. So lots to look at there. I'm going to try to go through things. Don't be insulted if your bets don't get talked about. If we're looking at something that is just silly, we're going to go move past it. If I don't have anything for it, trying not to spend too much time on stuff so we can get through stuff as much as we can here. As people are trickling in, jump in the comments with your bets. We'll go through that stuff together. Definitely taking some looks for the NFL if you got them. Would really like to stick to a lot of NBA because there's so much to look at here, and fuck the NFL right now, to be honest with you. But like I said, get in there with your bets in the comments. We'll go through it and go through all that stuff. Got David producing, so we're going to be gathering those plays and looking for them. I got the bottom line now scrolling for you. So all the bets that I do put down from the show, those are going to go into the bottom line. David, while we're here, can I actually ask you to jump into the VIP Discord, throw those plays in the bottom line for now, and that way we can let people know where we're at. I've got a few in there, and so we'll get those going for you guys and make sure we're on the same page here. If you're able to join, Daft, I'm happy to get you on here. I don't have the requisite graphics, but we'll figure it out. Let me get Daft in here for a minute if he's able, because we got a ton to go through, man. So if there's no looks that I have, it'd be great to hear what Daft is thinking as well. I'll send that to you right now, bro. We'll get you on there in a second, but happy to have you, man. If you guys didn't check out the video with Daft yesterday, really appreciate him jumping in and asking me and Prop Bomb to do that. That was a really good look. Let's see. Let me get you this thing here, Daft, and then I'll get back into into everything here. Live producing, baby. We on the fly. Fuck it, we'll do it live. All right, so we're gonna get him in here, talk about some of the NBA. So we'll definitely start there for sure. We've got the looks coming in from what's his name, David. Excuse me. Now we got Daft and David. It's a little tough, man. I'm trying to stay on top of it. But we got the usuals in here too. What's up, Phil? We'll take a look at what you got there, bro. A lot of looks from Phil. Another Kessler fan. Some people talking trash on the Kessler bets. We'll take a look at it. Tipping wheelchairs. What's up, brother? And C-Biz as well. Real DeBow. What's up, man? Nice and early on these looks from Real DeBow. Josh Hart is questionable, so got to keep that in mind for the Knickerbockers. That's going to be a pretty big deal. I wasn't really targeting Josh Hart anyway, but if he's at 7.5 boards, that could still be a look against a good Minnesota team, as we know. Let me update this graphic for Daft real quick. We'll get him in there. We got the 2-shot. All right. Get Daft previews in here. Get this out of here for now. All right, we're going to get you in here, Daft. But yeah, keep dropping those bets, y'all. I'm going to get into some of the stuff that I like as well so that we can get it going. Stand by for 1 second. All right. Oh, we're getting close. Get that there. All right. Get this up in here. All right, getting close, I promise. Let me just add this, and we're looking. Keep them coming, though. Be right. Just stand by for programming difficulties here. Getting Daft up on this motherfucker. All right. We got baby time, too. What's up, Daft?
Let's go. What's cooking, lad?
I've already wasted enough of everybody's time. How are you feeling today?
Ready to waste more time. I'm feeling all right.
Yeah. Got the baby on the show, so we'll keep the dick jokes to a minimum for sure.
No, he's all about that life.
Oh, okay, never mind. Then we're gonna be talking about Grady Dick for sure. We got a couple good looks in here. I want to try to go a little bit in order. You can see we're using Props Madness as well. So quick reminder that if you don't yet have an account there, go ahead and use LYB as the code. Get you 25% off. We all know Props Madness is where it's at now. Obviously, we got a lot of stuff to look at in here. So you'll just kind of get it. Instead of just going through this platform, there's 13 games to go through. So we'll be going through it and using it. I'm also going to be using some Fantasy Labs. That's become such a big site. I'm glad you asked me about that on the show yesterday, bro, because Fantasy Labs has become a really solid play when you're looking at on-off court stuff. So we'll bring that up. But yeah, let's kick it off at least with this Hornets and Wizards game. I don't have a play. There's a couple I was looking at. If you guys want to bet in this one, at least throw it in the comments. I'm going to keep tabs on that, and then we're going to keep it moving. So you kind of made a nasty boy face saying you don't really have much for this one, I'm imagining.
Nah, Malcolm Brogdon being in kind of ruined the fun for me. I was hoping he was going to be out so I can smash on some Bilal assists, some Koulibaly.
Got you.
But that line's moved up. Brogdon is in. So, yeah.
Where's Brogdon? So if I put Brogdon in here with Koulibaly, not great on the boards, but if I take him out, I'm assuming that looks a lot better. Or excuse me, on the rebound. Assist. I should be on the assist right now. My bad.
Yeah.
So the dimes, he's been diming up a lot lately too, getting a lot more involved. Got those potentials up. So this is all without Malcolm. But there we go. Blue Mamba, you got a shout out in the video yesterday too from that Daft did, because I called you out by saying that my guy came in with the 18 boards for Giannis and hit it the next day. So Mazel tov, Babula. Very happy that you hit that one there. For real. Like, also, if I say I don't like a play on this show and you guys play it and then it hits and you come back like, yo, it hit, I'm happy for you. I'm in no way upset by that. I'm going to heed caution where I think the play might not be the best. But yeah, no problems with you hitting a plus 700, my man. Nice hit there. All right, yeah, let's not spend too much time in this game. I considered Jordan over here. I thought we could get a little bit back to normal. This was at 21.5, open to 20.5, but this is stupid. Stay away, man. I don't have much to prove here that I'm trying to do. We looks like Brandon Miller's going to play, but yeah, there's too much to look at here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing about Miles is, I mean, Brandon Miller looks like he's going to play, so I don't think there's much of a look there. That is all the time we have for you on that game. Let's go to the Thunder and the Magic. You had one in this game?
I'm going pretty casual with this one. I think a lot of the looks that I had were pretty popular. And I think you're on this as well. We're on the Goga train. We spoke about it in the video yesterday, actually. We're all about Goga. So, yeah, I'm running it back with him for sure.
Yeah. Goga was my play. I got him at 8.5 on the Rebs. Did you play points or rebounds or both?
Just the Rebs. I got the 8.5 as well.
Yeah, this was great at 8.5. I don't hate it at 9.5. Pinnacle, you can see we always talk about that as the sharpest book that we have pulling through on Props Madness. They have it at 8.5, minus 146 to the over. Wouldn't take that, but I did like it at 8.5, minus 115. The stuff I was looking at with Goga, just to bring up Fantasy Labs once again, like obviously we can look at the stuff for Goga without Franz and Paolo. These are the 3 games right here without them. So in those 3, we're talking about like 14 boards per game without them. That's great. But you can also just look at the whole season here. If this was, hold on, let me refresh it. You can look at the whole season so you can get stuff. And now I'm going to have to like reset. Wow. Awesome. So sick that it's just not happening. All right. So now I'm going to pull up these lives again. What's that?
This is why I don't go live on my channel,
because all of a sudden the back end of this site is just fucked and I can't use it. Oh, that is awesome.
But the thing is, like, your ADHD gives you superpowers on a live stream. Like, I have a learning disability. It's different.
We're disabled in different ways. That's all you're saying. All right. So now I got it. I think I'm going to put on court Goga, and literally I'm just going to leave him on court and take off court and put the Franz Paolo combo there because they're not playing, as we know. Where's Pasty Franz? There you are, Zajimin. And if we look at the stuff per 36 for this man Goga with one of the GOAT names in the league, this thing is just on the fritz right now. Pull up Goga and just look. If you look at him per 36, he's still at about 15 boards per 36. And he's playing, like, basically, if you extrapolate this out, if he plays 25 minutes tonight, that's 11.5 boards as a projection, just based on what he's been doing without Franz and Paolo on the floor. So you got to like that for starters. No, you're good. You're good. So that's where we're at with Goga. Yeah, I'm on the same page there. I was also looking at in this game the potential for some iHeart stuff. I mean, my thing with iHeart now is we're at 10.5 points. I'm still good with that. This is still going to be a pretty good defense at limiting stuff down low, even if it's not the same as it is when it has Franz and Paolo out there. So we're looking at where he's scoring from down low. And why are you not giving me points? Is everything just not loading for me today? Let's see. Wow. Really weird. So they're not giving me play type analysis with iHeart right now. No worries. All right, let's keep it going. Let me get back to this right quick. All right, we'll try to get Daph on a little bit later. I want to be able to run through as much as possible, so we'll keep it going here. All right, so for this game right here, I'm going to take a look real quick because I want to get back in the comments and see what you guys are looking at for this one. Make sure we kind of stay on track here. So looking back in here, if y'all are dropping stuff for this game, Thunder shy points. I could see it, Brucey. We could take a look at shy points real quick, but I mean, this is there. I don't know what's going to be what's going to be getting me this this over for Shy, how I would be looking at that. Let me just see if there's anything I can find in here. Pull him up. Is he at 29.5 still? All right, it's doable. I just don't know how this team's going to respond after a kind of nasty game in the last one. That was really, really tough. And we had, obviously, we had a good amount right in that game, but it was also based on it being a final. I just don't know what it's like when you come back from that at this point. Like, I don't have enough data to know what the mindset of this Thunder squad is. I would imagine they want some revenge. If you're looking at Shy and how he plays against this team, this is how you want to score, is pick and roll ball handler. This is another defense that's not really going to double down on you. They're going to really let you just go, right, and stay on the shooter. So that's why the spot up stuff is really good for them. They're third best limiting spot up, but they're not good limiting the pick and roll ball handler. SGA would be the man. I don't feel like getting on to the 30 plus stuff for him tonight. I'm not going to go that route in this game. So I'm going to stay away from kind of these big numbers like that for him. I think there's better value to be found elsewhere. I do think Isaiah Hartenstein is one of those value points on the points and on the boards as well. I hate that I can't see the play type analysis, but you see where they're really good defending. Yeah, the rebounds also very good. Limiting, it's just not a good matchup. This is a team for the Magic that they're just going to continue to play slow, grinded out basketball without their stars to score points for them. So yeah, I'm probably going to end up staying away from that. A look that I had for this game too, let me see, was potentially Mo Wagner on the first quarter points. This was something that what's his name? Prop Bomb brought to my attention, was the 2.5 first quarter points for Mo Wagner. He kind of brought up a good point that Mo will probably be coming in as soon as we see Isaiah Hartenstein to the bench. That'll be Goga going to the bench, and then Ihart and him go to the bench together. Mo Wagner comes on to score with the second unit in the first quarter. The first quarter minutes scare the crap out of me. 3, 5, 4. He's averaging 4 minutes in the first quarter with Franz and Paolo out. So it makes me a bit nervous, I'll be honest. So I like the look. It's the shots and the minutes that scare me. All right, let's see. See if there's anything. Is OKC beating Magic? You don't want to ask me that, man. I picked OKC to cover 5.5 points in the last game. I'm 1-2 on sides on the season. This is what I had for the last game, by the way. I think a lot of y'all know that we had the look here from Torian Prince that carried us to glory in that game. But then we also had hold on one sec. Then we also had a couple of looks here that I didn't play for the AJ Green look. Hopefully y'all got that in. But we are up 33 units on the season now, so feeling pretty good about it. Let's see. Do we fade Suggs in the torture chamber? I could see it. I could definitely see it. He's down to 19.5 points for Jay Suggs. So, oh man, I don't. Zach, I think we're staying away from the Wizards game. Just for the record, like I'm probably gonna keep it moving. If y'all have looks for the Wizards and the Hornets, you can throw them in there. David will keep an eye on them, but I can't guarantee that I'll be going back to that one just yet. I really don't want to like that game very much. This one, like I said, I like Goga in here. This is the only bet that I have from this one at this point. I see the Wendell Carter under. I believe that was a look too. No worries, bro. Got to take care of the baby. We got to keep moving too. So we're all good. Where was that one at real quick? And I see y'all in the comments and appreciate it. So I'm saying what's up back to everybody who's saying what's up to me, by the way, just a blanket what's good to people like Chance and everybody else. All right. I'm not seeing much else for the Magic Thunder other than that one with the look for what's his name. For Suggs, I could see a Suggs under. I could. I'm scared now. I mean, he made me look silly against the Bucks when he scored 32. Obviously got shut down, but then had a ton of assists, even though he missed all his shots. He's gonna be a jump shooter. I don't really know how to manage this man at this point, to be honest with you. And I don't really like much else in this game just because I don't know. Like, I think we're going to see a lot more role players from OKC. That's what I'll tell you is that, like, I don't think you're just going to see Shy play 35 guaranteed minutes. I think you're going to see a lot more backups come in. That'll probably take some minutes from guys like Lou Dort, maybe some Kayson Wallace, probably lose some Alex Caruso minutes. And we'll see a lot more like Aaron Wiggins and those dudes come back in, play like a 10-man rotation. So I don't really think the stars are going to get quite the same minutes and all that. It's a stay away from me for right now. Another bet that I had in this one, and if you do have one now for the Pistons and the Jazz, start throwing those in if you can kind of stick to that. We got David keeping track of all the bets, so I appreciate that, and we'll be getting to as many as we can because he's going to track those. But for now, I'm going to try to go in order as much as possible because there's 13 games and we got to stick to a little bit of order here or we get chaotic, especially with my squirrel ass ADD. So for this one, what I liked was Cade boards. Let me see if those are still at 6.5 for good money. And I'll show you what I was looking at for Cade. I wanted to know with Jaden Ivey out, what happens, right? So if I take Ivey out here on Props Madness and pull that up for Cade, the rebounds look really good. Obviously 7-11, just a 2-game sample size, but they look good without him in those 2 games. The dimes, really good as well. Obviously, we had one where he had 29 potentials against Miami. I told y'all the RA versus Miami for a point guard is always a better look. I'll just remind you guys of that by pulling up FanDuel Fantasy Pros. This is simple, just team defense versus position and how they defend stuff, right? So when we look at point guards, the Miami Heat were really good at limiting points to point guards, but they give up a ton of boards and they give up a ton of assists to the point guard position. So we targeted that for Cade in the last one. If you look at this Jazz squad, they suck. So they're going to give up a lot to the point guard points. They give up in the top 6, bottom 6, giving up points. Rebounds, they're a little bit better, but still not that great against the point guard. They're kind of middle of the pack. Oh, I guess they're better than I realized. Yeah, they're still top 10 actually limiting rebounds to point guards, top 12, let's say. But I'm still not worried about that in this one. They've been a pretty good rebounding team overall. It doesn't mean that someone like Cade isn't going to get those minutes and get all the rebounds as well that he wants. So the assists, the rebounds, I like that for him. What I was looking at for Cade real quick, when I go to Detroit, this is Fantasy Labs. Hopefully you guys are hip to this at this point. Been using this now for the last few weeks on the show. I think the stuff here for Cade, you want to look at him on court. Honestly, oh, thanks, bro. Gotcha. All right. So now this is what I'm looking at. We're back to NBA advanced stats. So I'm looking at Cade on court here. Give that video a like, by the way, much appreciated. Go ahead and help me out. I don't think it's too much to ask if y'all are getting anything out of the stream. The boards for him. So if I take him, put him on court, right, and then I take Jaden Ivey off court, not saying it's a direct correlation, but it does seem to increase a lot for Cade, including the minutes. And that's why you see the rebounds go up a bit. If I put him on court with Jalen Duren and any of the dudes that we're also going to see him with, Tobias Harris. So now we know he's going to be playing with these 3 guys a lot. Let me even put Malik Beasley out there because we know Malik is going to probably take those minutes from Jaden Ivey, right? So we look at this. Now we're talking about 9 rebounds per 36 with Cade, right? Per minute. If you put him at like 35 minutes, you're still looking at over 6.5, right? And I got this for plus money for Cade. So what I'm looking at when people are out, as soon as guys are out, it's not just with and without stats, right? This is great, but it's only 2 games. But with this NBA advanced stats on Fantasy Labs, I can see even in the games where, like, let's say that Jaden Ivey played in a game, right? Okay, but he played in a game and there were minutes where Cade did not play with him. So what happened in the minutes where Cade doesn't play with Jaden Ivey? You can see he's up to about 9 boards per 36. He's good for 35 to 36 as long as this game stays reasonably close. If the Jazz, I think they can at least keep this one a little bit closer than they've been keeping it. So that's my favorite play from this game. I am still liking Walker Kessler. So, just saying, I know some people aren't on that, but I do like that one right now. Let me see if y'all have anything else too from this game. I mean, what's the triple double at? Let me know what that is, Tipping Wheelchairs. We could talk about it. Edwin's already on it, man. Ray, do you have that as official? Let me know if you my man doing his best John Moran impression. Let me know if you got Scotty Barnes in, if that's an exact thing. And yes, happy birthday. Is it Ray's birthday? My G, happy birthday, bro. Oh, tomorrow? What's that? December the 20th? Happy birthday, fam. 12/20. Dope. Yeah, no, you got to get something in there. Let's see. Thank you for letting me know I was sharing the wrong screen, fellas. That's my bad. I was not showing the right screen. Y'all are super helpful. Let's see what else we got for this game. I don't think I see much else coming in for this one. This is kind of poopy. You like the boards for Kessler? He hasn't been doing that as much lately. I think I finally got a little bit scared of taking it. The other reason I'm a little bit scared of taking Kessler now, we've got a lot more guys healthy. I think you're going to see a lot more minutes for some other players. Obviously, he only played the 23 here because they lost by 37. Played 34, but they were missing Drew Eubanks as his backup center. Filipkowski's not playing tonight either. So, you're going to get more Drew Eubanks coming in for Walker Kessler. It makes me a little bit nervous about his minutes. Let me see real quick. I'm going to pull up ETR. I'm sure some of you are familiar at this point with Establish the Run. This is going to be at least helpful for taking a look at their projections. All right. Thank you for that, David. We've got the Scotty Bonds look for sure. Okay, so Scotty's in. RJ's out, by the way. I hope everybody saw that RJ Barrett's not playing tonight. Let's look. Also would love to know if anybody finds this info. Is Scotty Barnes on a minutes restriction as well? Would love to know that. So we're looking at Kessler here. In fact, let me just bring up the Utah game and see what they've got for minutes in this one. Yeah, Cade comfortably at 36 and a half minutes. Yeah, the points also seem pretty good for him. I think 24 and a half is not bad. The dimes, they haven't projected at 11. It's Utah. We should probably be talking about the assists for Cade as I'm now just thinking about it. Going back to this, if he's on the floor with these dudes, he's at about 11 assists per 36. That was kind of where I'm at, was like, we're not getting much in the way of the best odds for the assists for Cade. Let me pull him back up real quick. I think, what was it, minus 120? Oh, you're getting even money for 11 at this point. I wonder if this is going to go down to 9.5. So this might tip down. I'm not sure what's Pinnacle at. Nah, probably not. It's probably going to stay at 10.5. If you get that for even money on the dimes against this team that hemorrhages assists, I can see that for sure. I think that's probably a good call. I'm going to put that in there as a lean for now. David, do you mind throwing that on the bottom line, por favor? Just put Cade 10.5 dimes, 10.5 assists over for even money. Yeah, we can just throw that on the bottom line there, and in all caps, we'll keep it moving. All right, so that's where I'm at. Juice likes Clarkson. Interesting. For Clarkson, man, yeah, I don't know what to do with this. The Jazz rotations right now, to be honest with you. If we're looking at points for Clarkson, he's been killing it. You're not wrong. So he came back against the Clippers, had a big game in 23 minutes because they got handled, and had been missing before this game against Phoenix. But he's back into his minutes. I mean, he probably would have played more than 23 if they didn't get blown the hell out. So what's his projections tonight, real quick? I want to see what they got him for. You got him 17.5 points and boards, and you like the boards as well. Wondering let me know what you think about the boards, DeJuice. Why are you adding those when the points look just good enough themselves? He's at 16 on the season. Points and rebounds at 19. So there's a little bit better disparity between his averages on the points and everything else. I'm wondering what would keep him from scoring. If we look at this Pistons squad, they're not good against the pick and roll ball handler. He will be out there doing that. He'll be out there against the second unit as well. Oh man, what do they have for his projection on minutes for Jordan? They have him at 27. 15 points does still seem really good for him as like a reasonable projection. Not the best odds on that. They got a minus 119 on Pinnacle. Yeah, not sure, bro. I see what you're saying in terms of him scoring. Not sure about the rebounds, to be honest. It's really just about the minutes. So let's see if he does play. I'm gonna use advanced filters to see if minutes matter here for him. So if he plays 25, where is he at on the points? At about 17 on the season, over an 8 of 10. These are pretty good numbers. I don't have much telling me that he's going to play that much necessarily. I would love this at 13.5. I've been hitting this. That would give us a little bit more room as well. So if you got him at 25 minutes tonight, man, I like it. It's going to be something, probably a mini stay away from me for right now. I don't have much of a read on why he would or wouldn't do better than normal. I had considered some Oscar Thompson, but I haven't. I want to see if Oscar's in the starting lineup. So if we get a starting lineup update on stuff from the Pistons here, then that would be helpful. Because if Oscar's starting, I think we solidly book him in there for a bunch more minutes, and that leads to the points. Yeah. Yep, exactly. Yeah, we're on the same page, bro, for sure. You can pivot to the point. I don't have any reason to take the rebound. So like when I'm adding another prop to it, like an existing prop, if I'm doing a combo and I'm like, all right, let me take the points and rebound. The reason that I'm going to take the combo more so than anything is like I see an edge on both props. So before taking points and rebounds, you got to know if you're going to take points. Would you take points individually? Would you take rebounds individually? If the answer is no to either of them, just take the one you would say yes to. Don't worry about adding it. So would you take 4 boards for him, or would you take, I guess you can still get 2.5 and add it, right? So if he's at 3.5, this is 4 that he needs plus 14 plus 15. So he should be needing about 19 points and rebounds, right? According to where this stuff is listed. If you get him at 17.5, you get a little bit of an edge because, like I just said, this is 8. He needs 18. Well, if you add the points and the rebounds separately, he needs 15 and he needs 4, right? So if you're getting that means he should be at 19. If you can get this at 17.5, you're getting a little bit of a better deal. So that's why I would take it. I see that here. If you want it, if you like it because of that reasoning to add the rebounds, great. I don't love 3.5 rebounds by themselves, and I don't love 2.5 rebounds at minus 137. So I don't really have a reason to add the rebounds. I just kind of wanted to bring that up and make that point so that you can kind of understand why you might play a combo prop versus a regular, just core prop essentially. So let me move past this one. Please don't ask me about this game. I'm happy for Scotty that he's playing. But man, like this Nets team is in absolute disarray. Kristaps is still questionable. That's actually very interesting. Because if Kristaps is not playing, then I go right back to liking the boards for Jason Tatum. We'll talk about that in 1 second. I'm gonna move right past this, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I am not sure what to do with this one. Scotty, if he's not on a minutes restriction, great. Dimes, I mean, all this stuff is great for him. If he's not on a minutes restriction, he's going to be doing everything. I'd probably be adding the points to anything that I took with Scotty in this game. I mean, the Nets suck in general. Like, this is probably another good Grady Dick game. Let's see. Let's actually look at Dick real quick. Honestly, let's take RJ out and Scotty in. Okay, so he's only got 3 games, 29, 24, and 30. What do we think he's playing tonight? I mean, what's he been playing? He's probably playing 30 tonight again, right? So he's at 33, 31. All right, so let's use our handy dandy on-off court stuff here. So we got the Raptors on court. Let's put let's put Dick. Yeah, I know, facts. I know this is all I'm doing. Just peeping on what Grady's doing, because I'm not about to say I'm peeping on Dick. But I did just say it, I guess. Let me put Grady on court. Let me put Ochai, Scotty B. We know they're going to be out there with him. We're not going to have Pirtle. We're probably going to see Davion get the start. Let's see. I'll put that in there. So we got those 4 homies. And let me take Pirtle off the floor. I'm going to take IQ off the floor. Take RJ off the floor. This is going to get nasty. I don't even know if we're going to have any minutes with this combination of players. So if we get Davion, Grady, yeah, they haven't even played together at all, honestly. Let's do this with, wow, this is crazy. Let's take Ochai and Davion off. This is more important. Yeah, these dudes haven't played together at all, honestly. I mean, 12 minutes. This is not helpful at all, bro. So, yeah, nothing's going to help us here. You really just got to go, do you think Grady going to go off? Do you think Dick pops off or not? 17.5 though, you're getting, wow, that's a big disparity from DraftKings to Pinnacle. Is that accurate? I'll blindly just hit that. If they've got 2 points less than Pinnacle, man, it feels like we're all about to be on Dick tonight. I'm not even pausing on that one. Where are you at, Grady? So 20 plus is plus 115. Where's he at with the 18 plus minus 135? Let's see, 17.5. This is just one big pause conversation, bro. Get out of here, Daft. Get out of here. All right, so 18 is not there. That's incorrect. It's minus 135 for him to get 18 on DK. But I mean, I'm fine with that, honestly. Can we get 8? So what's 19 plus for him? Minus 110. It's a good look. What is it on FD? That's not pulling through right now. I'm gonna pull that up. Yeah, bro. Def's got the crying baby though. I just have a whiny dog. It's a little bit different, a lot easier. Let's look at you mean Def's contributing to society by, like, having continuing life, and I'm just sitting here talking about Dick. 18.5 is minus 112 here. We got minus 110 on FanDuel, or on DraftKings rather. I think I like that number. We're talking about the Nets. Like, this is a great game to just get your rookie, or whatever he is, sophomore, out there to just go. So yeah, for sure. Roland's got all the jokes, bro. All right, David, can we do something real quick, my man? Can we add Dick to the card, please? There's not enough Dick on our card, so we need to add Grady, if we could, to the card, and try to get those other bets on there too, if that's cool. Yeah, because we don't have the bets in there. Let me do this. I got this one for right now, though. All right, so we're gonna put Dick over 18.5 points. That's minus 110 DK, and I would play that decently well. So I'm just gonna put today's plays. Dick, 18 points. Yeah. And then David, when you get a chance, if you can grab the bets from the Discord, from the VIP Discord, if you can throw those on the bottom line that's scrolling, that would be super helpful, in preferably in caps if we can make it happen. But let's see. So yeah, so we were talking about the threes, right? Someone like the 2.5 trays. I can see it. We're talking about this Nets defense. This Nets defense is not, there's nothing to talk about. This is a different defense than the one we've seen all season. Dennis Schroeder is a big reason why this team was pretty good at limiting pick and roll ball handlers. They were number one because Dennis Schroeder is a very good on-ball defender. They don't have Dennis Schroeder. They don't have much. I mean, Keon Johnson's an okay defender on the outside, but yeah, no, I mean, there's going to be points to be had. If you want to take the threes, fine. I prefer the points. He's been a really good pull-up shooter. I'm really impressed with how well he's been pulling up instead of just waiting to spot up and catch and shoot. So I think you're good there with him. The Akbaji look that we just got, this I can't. We'll come back. I promise. We'll come back. But as has been said, it's too many games to be looking too long at this one. This one right here for Boston and Chicago. So Kristaps' big ass is in. That's beautiful. Yeah. And Brandon Miller's out. Interesting. Thank you for that, Sir Demonetized. I miss you, bro. I haven't seen it in a little bit. Cool. So we got Kristaps ruled in dough. Kristaps dough. So what's our boys' rebounds at? Yeah, they're up at 9.5 now. There are some 8.5s hanging around for really bad money there. If you can, I mean, honestly, minus 140. I don't hate that. This is going to be an up and down game. I mean, this is a Jaylen Brown game for real in terms of the points. That's where you want to look. If we look at the points for JB, everything's just slow right now. Come on, man. Work for your boy. Dog. I'm not even blaming Pips. This is a wonderful website. While we're waiting on everything, go ahead and give that video a like if you would, y'all. Much appreciated. If you're getting anything out of the stream, then it's super helpful for me. So appreciate that. Let's see if we're still not pulling shit through. Come on now. Bruh. Is this platform working for everybody? Because it fuck all ain't working for me right now. Is anything working for me? And I think it's Props Madness is just like on overload as people are ruled in and out and lines are just moving all over the place. Let's look. Oh, we're starting to get it back. All right. So one of the things, this is what I want to show people. I'm kind of scared of giving away this look, but when you do have Kristaps on the floor, you have more rebounds coming for Jay Tatum. If we put him back into the, our little transmogrifier here, we put him on standard. So I'm putting on court, I'm putting Tatum and Kristaps, right? Is Al Horford out? They're not going to play together. So it doesn't matter. But if I look at them two together, they played 111 minutes together. Jay Tate is at 13.2 boards per 36, right? With Kristaps when they play on the floor together. He gets more rebounds with Kristaps. Once again, this is a little bit counter to common public perception. So once we have a play like this, we know that everybody else is thinking Kristaps is in. Okay, that probably means fewer rebounds and things for Jason Tatum or anybody else. It means the complete opposite. If we take Kristaps out, so we got 13.2 per 36 minutes with Kristaps on the floor for Jason Tatum boards. If we take Kristaps and move him off the floor and we leave this the same, per 36, Jason Tatum is at 9 rebounds per game. That is so much fewer, right? He's at like 4 rebounds, 3 rebounds fewer, 4 rebounds almost fewer per 36 when he plays without Kristaps. So what's our boys like double at? Because his assists aren't going to get him there. So I guess the double. Well, let's see. Might be able to get a good price on the double. Let me look that up real quick. Stand by. I love the boards for Tatum right now. We would have to take 10 now, which is crazy because we used to be able to get this at 9 not that long ago. But I'm going to pull up and see what I can get his double number at. And if anybody has that, feel free to drop it as well. Let's see. I'm going to put Tatum up. Apply that. It's definitely a potential Celtics blowout, no doubt. And you know what happens whenever we say that it's about to be a blowout. We say, go get Pusha P, sketchy ass Peyton Pritchard looking ass and take that stuff because he does so well. But I also think this is going to be a play for JB. I think Jaylen Brown's going to go in, and I'll show you why in a second. So I'm pulling up Tatum. I just want to see what the double is. It's probably not even worth it. Plus 103. That's on Underdog. But on FanDuel, if you play the double, you get minus 105. Is it plus 120 on DK or minus 120, Edwin? I think it's plus 120, isn't it? or minus 120. I'm pretty sure. I'll double check over here. Excuse me. All right. Looking at the Celts going over to combined. Oh, no, not that one. Combo props. Everything's down because he just got put in, right? Yeah. So this is anything you have here is a little bit late. They're probably bringing all this back up right now because of the Kristaps ruling. So they're still getting those numbers back on the board for us. I'm pulling up player rebounds over here to see what we got Tatum at. Oh, rebound. Let's see. 8.5 minus 130. So 9.5 plus 104 is probably better than the double-double. Yeah, see, minus 105. You might as well just take 10 plus boards for Jason Tatum. So I'm going to play that as well. David, if you don't mind, can we add that to the bottom line as well, por favor, which is the Jason Tatum 10 plus rebounds, and that is on FanDuel. So I'm gonna just put that up real quick and make it real easy. Putting it right here too. Tatum over 9.5 rebs is plus 104 on FD. That's a look right there. That's in the comments. That's going to be up on the bottom line as well. And I'm going to hand that one out as well. Stand by. As over here. All right. Change that card. Get that in while y'all can. As soon as Kristaps is in, I'm going right to it. All right, cool. We got Jason Tatum on the card. Love that. Giddey is ruled out. It's not. I was looking at the Bulls stuff without Giddey, and to be honest, there's not much that changes. I will say the stuff for the Bulls. Oh, and they took all their stuff. Oh, yeah. So Levine might even be a game time decision. There's just some weirdness with him and the fact that he might get traded. There's not much that like really surfaces when you take Josh Giddey out and look at what people do with and without him on the floor. It's really not that much better. I say Zach LaVine's the dude that seems most likely to score. If we go back here and look at Chicago and we put on the floor, like we can put Ayo is going to start, Kobe's going to start, and Vooch and Levine, let's say, right? So we know those dudes are in, and off court, we're going to take Josh Giddey and see what that does. So these dudes have played about 113 minutes with this lineup without Giddey. And what we're talking about here for points, right? We're looking at Levine at about 30 in per 36, Vooch at about 21 per 36, and Kobe White at about 19 per 36. The dimes, not much to see here. You get 5 for Ayo. You get 5.7 for Zach LaVine. Ayo is the dude that I really think should be targeted. I mean, we don't have real lines up for him. I probably wouldn't take 5.5. I would probably take 4.5 dimes for him if I got that close to even money. But that's really it. There's not much that changes for this team with and without Giddey. Seems kind of a mess in general, man. So, I mean, there's not much to take away from it. But all right, let's see. Keep it moving though. Cool. We have Dick on the card, right? All right, good. I think I got to give that out too. Stand by, because I hit that one. Yeah, military midget is right. The sketchy ass bro that he is. I'm just going. All right, this has been taken down. All right, cool. I'm gonna hit this as well. We got Dick on the card. We've got that on the card. Do we like Peyton P? So this actually went down. It was at 15.5, wasn't it? So things got taken out because with KP, like, yeah, this could and should be a blowout. Let me get to Jaylen Brown too. I got to add one more thing though. All right, I'm coming right back to y'all. All right, bet. So that's the thing with Peyton P is like with Kristaps in there, it just makes me a little bit more nervous that he's not going to get the time. I guess he's still at 13.5 is very beatable. I would like for this to come back up, to be honest. I mean, if this is a blowout, that's what we look at is when they win by like 10 to 15 points, this man is going to be out there. The reason I keep talking about Jaylen Brown is whenever you get a team that's so soft down low that they can't defend in the paint, that's where you get Jaylen Brown, right? When Jaylen Brown's driving to the hoop, he's not passing. And that's why I like to take him. So you're talking about the team that has the worst defensive field goal percentage at the rim in this Chicago team. So guys who are going to the bucket and getting to the rim are the guys that I want to take, and specifically the guys that are driving. And that's what I like. And this is a super helpful thing, is like, what do guys do when they're driving to the hoop? So I go to NBA Advanced Stats and I pull up players and I change this to tracking data. Hopefully y'all are using some of this stuff when I bring it up like this, because it takes a while to just know where to go. But if you're using these videos, you'll know where to go. I got players, tracking, drives. I want to know, what do people do when they drive, right, into the hoop? Are they passing? Are they scoring? Are they shooting? Whatever. So I'm going to change this to the Boston Celtics, hit get stats. And when I pull it up, I can see who has the most drives per game for this team. Well, Jaylen Brown, far and away, he's actually got almost 4 more than does Jason Tatum drives per game, right? And that's going all the way to the rim. How often? So he takes 6.5 shots off these 13.5 drives, which also means he's getting fouled and going to the free throw line, because he gets to the free throw line 3/4 of the time when he drives. That's insane. That's not true. Free throw. Oh, it's just his free throw percentage. He only gets 1.5 free throws. But if you look at his pass percentage, it's not very high, right? Actually, Jason Tatum's not passing much either. They're both probably really good. But Jaylen Brown is the one going to the rim and doing it more often. So that's a big reason why I like that for Tatum, or excuse me, for Brown, is like, he's just going to be the dude going to the rim, looking to get his shot off. And this is a great team to do that against. When you look at how bad this team is limiting stuff right next to the rim, he's going to get a ton of layups, all that good stuff. What's his first quarter points at? Can we get that? Like 5.5, 4.5 maybe? Let's see. 4.5 is doable. He's at 6.6 on the season. This is a shit price. You got to pay -142 on Caesars. I don't have a sports bet. It's tough to give this out. Let's see if we have this on DK though, because I like his. If you get 4.5 for his first quarter stuff, it's a pretty good look. But we still don't even have those props on DraftKings, because we barely have player props on DK right now for this game. So everything's still coming back up. Maybe we just put a pin in this. Come right back. Let's see. JB 4.5 -122. That's not a bad look. What's Tatum at? 6.5, 8.5. Golly. So he's at 8.5 on FanDuel. I kind of like, this is kind of what I'm talking about, Anna, is like the amount of shots and everything. So let's see. The Wizards, 7 minutes, 12 against the Pistons without Tatum though. And then 6. He's usually looking at about 6 minutes without one of the like key starters. Like Porzingis was out here, so he played 12. Tatum was out, so he played 12. Zingis is out. Yeah, it's tough to gauge. It's like, if he plays 7 minutes, do we like it? I'm not really sure, to be honest. Let's see what happens if he plays 7 minutes. Let's see 6 minutes. 6 minutes, 12 of 20, averaging 6.7. What about 7 minutes? It goes up. I don't know how to project his first minutes, his first quarter minutes. But if we can get these to like 6 or 7, this is a solid hit rate, right? And a pretty nice average at 7.6. I think 4.5 is super beatable. I would take this at -130 on Bet365. So it's starting to come up. They're starting to populate for sure. I think that's going to be a look, is the JB first quarter points that are at 4.5. That's wonderful. For him to need 5, I would take that at -130, to be honest with you. All right, let's wait for that to come up. I'm trying to keep an eye on that. But anything, that's not how you spell golly, man. Come on. Golly. That sucks, Ray. Sorry to hear that, bro. Yeah, this is a little bit of a niche bet. And some places don't always have these first quarters. It's a pain in the ass and it's stupid. But yeah, 6 or 7 minutes is fair when they're at full strength. That's exactly right from what Daft is bringing up. But I mean, if he gets 6 to 7, like, whatever. Let's see what happens if it's 6 or 7. Okay, yeah, it's a lot worse, because they do have the core in there. So you got to do this. It's probably even better to just do this with Tatum, Kristaps, White, and Holiday. So when everybody's out there, which they've only played 4 games with all, right, because of Kristaps. But yeah, since Kristaps has come back, this is a little bit worse of a bet. So thank you for calling that out, Daft, because this is what it comes down to, is volume, is the minutes. I can't bet a dude that doesn't speak that way. But all right. Let's see real quick. I'm looking at a couple of things y'all put in there. Yeah, I could see it. Yeah, I could see the overall for JB. Like I said, this is a great matchup. If you want to take the 4.5, it's totally based on matchup. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we got to get some spaces in there. Stand by. All right. Got the bottom line totally fixed for y'all. All right. I don't want to keep going on this one for now. If we need to come back, fine, but we still got more to talk about. I'm not really touching this game. I don't think we don't have a Ja update, right? So he's at minus 115 on both sides of the bet. I don't hate 21.5. I don't really like this game very much, to be honest. I forgot who's even else on the injury. I don't think there's much, right? There's just Ja on the injury report right now. We've got Zack Edey back. That's also messing things up. We can't bet on Santi Aldama anymore, everybody. I apologize. No more Santi bets while Zack Edey's around. That's clear correlation for the minutes for Santi. I just can't trust the minutes, and I can't trust him to get the shots off, to be honest. So we can't be betting on our boy anymore. I can't wait to bet on Yuki Kawamura. What a fun player to bet on in the FIBA of Olympics there. This shit was fire. But Marcus Smart's probably out. It kind of makes me feel like Ja plays. I mean, they're playing against the Warriors, but I don't have a beat on that. So I don't have a beat on much of this game, to be honest with you. I was really strongly considering Desmond Bane because you want to attack spot-up shooters versus the Dubs. And if you get shooters in the corner, that's a good look too. You can see they're 29th versus the spot-up. Versus as opposed to the pick and roll ball handler where they have the third best defense. Yeah, for sure. We're definitely going to come back to him, no doubt. So yeah, for the stuff for Desmond Bane, it's like who's going to be doing the most spot ups. But man, this boy has not been taking shots, man. We're at 8 shots against the Lakers in 28 minutes. What? 21 points, but the 14 shots, he had to shoot 57% from the field to get in 28 minutes versus the Nets. Just 28 minutes. 33 minutes versus the Celtics, not a good matchup, but still just 12 shots. Like this isn't really the 1B superstar anymore that he was in the last couple of seasons. I don't know what's wrong with him. I don't know why they're not letting him shoot more or he's not shooting more. But this is a dude who was taking 18 to 19 shots, even with Ja Morant in the last couple of seasons. And now he's just down to like 15. I can't trust it. Like I still like him. If he takes 15 shots, I love 15.5 points. Let's see if there is correlation there. If he takes 14 shots, what happens? I mean, if he takes the 14 shots, then he's good for the points. But I don't know if he's going to take it. Like, he's only shot the ball 14 times or more in 8 games this season. How many has he played? 19. So 11 games that he's played, he hasn't even shot the ball 14 times. I can't trust that, man. I don't really know what to do with that. I want to see what he's projected at on ETR now that I'm talking about it. Let me bring up Memphis. Desmond's at 30.5 minutes. They're giving him 16 points. They don't give me the shot attempts for him. 16 points makes sense. Let's see. I like Edey as well. We're going to get to Edey in a minute. I'm glad you said something about him tipping wheelchairs. What about the assists and the rebounds? Yeah, those are high for him, honestly. Those stay high. I don't love that. I would just be honestly looking at the points, and even the season averages are terrible. So what happens if he does play 30 minutes? Let's get back to the minutes for Desmond. He has barely even played 30 minutes, man. 16 a game. You know. Has he played this team this season? Head-to-head. 1 game without Ja, right? 18 points, 13 shots. Man. Still got there, though, in 27 minutes against them. I'm going to put him down as a lean for now. I think this is a good play, is Desmond Bane points. I've been trying to talk myself into it for the last couple hours. Pinnacle's got him at 16.5. So I think now is the time to play it if you can get the 15.5 on DraftKings. I don't know if I would take this at 16.5. Let me go over, clear this. Man, they do not give me much to work with here. All right, Golden State and Memphis points for Desmond Bane. Yeah, 16 plus minus 115. It's probably better if you just take over 15.5. So minus 110 over 15.5 is still a good look, honestly. It's way better than 16.5. And I think it makes sense. Like if you give him the minutes and you give him the shots, those are the things I don't trust right now. But I mean, they're telling me he's going to play 30 minutes here on ETR, and that's something I got to believe in. So I'm going to put that on the bottom line as well, if you don't mind. Actually, I'll just do it right now, David. I got it right now for you. No worries. All right, we got Desmond Bane over 15.5 points. Minus 110. I would play that at minus 120 as well. But all right, we got that scrolling on the bottom line. All those bets are on the bottom line. Go ahead and give that video a like if you would. I don't have any codes, but if y'all are interested in not missing anything on the VIP, you want to jump into the link in the description of the video. That is up like I said, thank you, David. We've also got that if you want to jump in. So I don't believe there's any more up 33 codes left. I had 2 as of yesterday, and then I believe those got taken. So we got to wait for another hot streak. If we get hot tonight, we'll be back on the show tomorrow, as always, with probably with a deal for everybody. So we can get some more folks into the VIP Discord if they're interested. But all right, Desmond Bane's going to be on there for me. I'm going to look at that a little bit more, but 15.5 is where I would take it if you're going to. If we look at Zack, Edey, the points and the rebounds are both interesting to me. I think the rebounds are like really low. 7.5, 8 out of 15. Let's see real quick. So he's not on a minutes restriction anymore, right? This is a team that you can definitely get boards against. What are they rebounding wise? 25th in, oh, my bad. Doing it again. I got you. Boom. Yell at me all you want. I'm an idiot. 7.5 boards for Edey. Let's see. What happens if he plays 24 minutes? He played 24 minutes when he came back against the Lakers last game, right? 21 rebound chances against the Lake Show. 10 boards off of that, but that's a much better rebounding team than is the Dubs. So if we give him 24, Alpi is a game time decision. Interesting. If we give him we give him 23 minutes and he's good to go. What if we just give him 20 minutes? God damn. Wow. I love this bet. I love this bet so much. Wow. Pinnacle doesn't like it. They've got it at plus 108. That's crazy. Why they got this at plus 108 and everybody else has worse odds, though? This is what I'm talking about. Like, this is a sharper book. I trust Pinnacle to know more than I do trust these other books. Like, they have better info. So if they don't like Zack Edey as much as the other books like Zack Edey, that's a pause for me, to be honest. If we look at the points, 10.5 here, plus they do not like this stuff. Why not? Why would he not get minutes tonight? Let's look at the projections for Edey again. So they have him at 21.5. Okay. That puts him right at about 7 boards. Why would he play 21.5? And honestly, even when he plays 21.5, like, we've got him at a good amount. Like, he's at 9 boards per game when he's at least at 20 minutes against a bad rebounding. How many rebound chances did he have against? He had 19 rebound chances in 23 minutes against the Dubs. Also, I'm pretty sure he's a bit better with Ja on the floor. I'm going to do that real quick. I'm going to go to Memphis. I'm going to put Ja on the floor with Edey and see what that does real quick. Ja on the floor. Zack Edey on the floor. Get down on the floor. 14 per 36. So per minute, though, with Ja out there per minute, this is going to be hood math, 0.39 rebounds per minute, right? So if we do 0.39 times 20, that would put him at 7.8. So we do need him to play 25 minutes for this to be a bit more trustworthy. So 25 minutes would get us 9.75 boards. You see what I'm saying? So I just took the average rebounds per minute for him when he's playing with Ja Morant. I multiplied that by how many minutes I think he's going to play. So if I think he's going to play 20 minutes, 0.39 times 20 is about 7.5. So that's about where he's at. If you take him at 8, you're not really getting a good deal at that number. You feel me? So, and I hope y'all can see this. Maybe I'd make it a little bit bigger. Maybe that's a little bit more helpful. Hopefully that's a little bit more legible for y'all. Excuse me. Just go back in here real quick, see what you guys got. Let's see what Daft has for us on it. He's got 10.7 boards. That's plus 145, covered in 8 and 9, playing 20 plus. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same. He's looking at the same stuff that I'm looking at here for Daft. It makes sense to just get it. Yeah, I like the look. Ray coming in with the heat might take a under. Yeah, I mean, bro, they're better without LeBron this season. It's crazy. Yo, this is true. Last game, Draymond tried to grab his ankle from the ground or something. Pause. And that might be on his mind as well. Oh, man, Edey's close. And so Ja's available to play. Thank you, David, for putting that in. All right. Let me keep it moving because I want to at least try to touch on the other games here. I'm going to put Zack Edey in there as a lean on the boards. The points don't scare me either, to be honest. What is he at, 10.5? Yeah, the points, I mean, you look at him once again, 20 points. Put him his job in this game. Yeah, he had John these games too. All right. Yeah, I like the boards the most. 7.5. Okay, so now Fliff is, or Pinnacle took it down as well. Interesting. All right, I'm going to hold off on that, but I do like the look of Zach Edey's props right here. Just checking if we have anything else. All right, let's see a couple other games here. Man, there's so many fucking games tonight, y'all, and I got so many more picks to make. Last game I'll touch on. Let's at least do this one, and then I'm gonna dip out. Hawks and Spurs. I love this game, dude. I like Sohan on the boards. I haven't been able to get myself there with it. He's 8.5 now, plus 110. Now it's become worth it for me, to be honest. Not sure if anybody was ruled in or out in this game, but I really like the Sohan boards. I think he's good for 9 tonight. It's just at like minus 120, it wasn't worth it, but at plus 110, it is, to be honest. That's one look I have, just to throw y'all's way. He's been boarding up a ton, and with the dude that he plays with, he's usually good to go. So I like that for him. And then Harrison, I wanted to go under on the rebounds. I believe Amber or somebody just asked me about this. I needed it to get to 4.5, but this is something that I was also a little bit scared to give away. Was like, if I take Sohan, or if I take Sohan and I put no, I'm not looking at Sohan. Excuse me. Yeah, if I take Harrison Barnes and I add Sohan in there and say Sohan is playing, what happens to Harrison Barnes? Well, he's only hit over 4.5 once in the 13 games with Jeremy Sohan. When Jeremy Sohan plays on the floor at the same time as Harrison Barnes, and I know that because of my advanced stuff up here that I'm not even going to take the time to do, but when I put Harrison Barnes on the floor alongside Jeremy Sohan, he's at about 3 boards per 36 minutes. So keeping that in mind, like, yeah, it's got to be at 4.5, and then I'm happy to take an under at like almost any number, to be honest with you. But I can't get 4.5 because the books are onto it. So the other one that I like for this game, I did like DeAndre Hunter. That shit went against me, man. I got it at 17.5. So do with that what you will. I still like it at 17.5. If you want to take it 16.5, it's even better. But I'm not done betting on DeAndre Hunter overs because he had 1 under when he still took 16 shots in this game, and he missed 2 free throws. If he had made his free throws, we hit that bet last game. But
hey, Josh, yeah, just joined us in the studio.
Oh, no doubt. Oh, okay, cool. Give me 1 sec. I think that's actually about what I wanted to go through. But I'm gonna dip out in a minute. Daft, you got a couple of things for us? Let me get you up on here.
I got one banger that just
bang it out.
Came through my emails. We're good. I'm
got
still
got the Kevlar vest on too, by the way. You look like 50 Cent right now.
Yeah, I got my New Balances on too. Like, I am in dad mode, bro.
Love it.
I want you to have a look at this. Tell me what you think.
Yeah.
What if I could convince you to run a ladder on Day'Ron Sharpe to go over his points prop today? The chat's probably thinking, who the fuck is that guy? Conor McGregor.
Does he have props up?
Absolutely, dog.
You sick bastard. Talk to me.
So my man Jakob Poeltl is out.
Sure is.
Sprained foreskin after doing the splits in that previous game. Kelly O is going to get a lot of time here at the 5. And when he's playing at the 5, people just feast on him in his ponytail.
That's what
and
we do.
Day'Ron Sharpe, his points per minute, arousing. I think he just eats this guy alive in there. It's a poo-poo game. It's a poo slinger. Okay. And Day'Ron's the type of poo that I want to play with. Get it all up in my fingers.
Oh my god! I almost had a really gross joke again involving another player on the Raptors, but I'll leave it alone.
I was just throwing up the lob.
Man. All right. No, I see. Did you bet this?
I'm about to. I'm just thinking, do I bet the 7.5 because I've got Bet365, or do I bet a little bit less and just take him for 10? Because I want to play with this up to 15. Like,
okay. So in the last 2 games, he played 17 and 20. Everybody that was there is going to be there once again for him. Nick Claxton will be out there. Kelly Olynyk is boo-boo. Yeah. Just total.
What's the team total for Brooklyn in this game? Like 110?
Bro,
like, look at the names they have. How are they going to get 110 points?
I doubt it. What's the total?
Cam Johnson would probably be 25, but
yeah, they're at like 107, something like that.
Yeah. So
do you trust them to score 107 points?
I trust the bookmakers to set their odds and lines appropriately, and they will find a way to score that many points, whether it's 10 to 15 points from 7 different people.
This team is so trash.
It's so rubbish, right?
Fuck it, take the 10. Why the hell not? Like
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I mean, he's shooting everything right next to the rim, obviously. There's
Yep.
no Pirtle in there. He got kicked in the Pirtle, so he's
Yep.
out. He got his injured Pirtles. Pirtle is definitely another name for testicle in some language. I have to believe that. It just sounds like it.
The matchup is nice. They give up so many points in the paint with Pirtle. Like, man's not there.
Yeah.
Kelly from Nickelback's going to be standing under there. Like,
yeah.
Come on.
Kelly from Nickelback. Never made it as a wild. Yeah, I get it. But should we while we're on the subject, should we be fading Kelly rebounds and assists? It's what we did all last season.
I've got this thing, right? Like, there's 13 games on. Why would I bet unders?
You're
why would I do
No,
that?
I'm going to interrupt you right now. You just came on here with Dayrod Sharp, and you want to say that there's obscure bets that you won't touch? Get the fuck out of here. What else you got for us? What else you got for us? Rapid fire. I like Dayrod Sharp. I might tail you on that. By the way, just to be clear to everybody, I might be putting that in the VIP Discord. So I appreciate that look. Even though
he's a sneaky little bitch, Dayron. I'm telling you.
He's a big sneaky bitch, but yeah.
Yeah. Like, and you always hear him coming, so he's not sneaky at all. But
right. Do you have anything from these games I haven't touched yet? Because I actually don't have a bet in anything from Mavs later just yet.
Oh, you don't have anything?
Not in these games much later just yet.
A lot of what I was betting on got moved. Apparently, I move lines these days. It's not true. It was just their popular looks.
Yeah, that's true.
But we've got in that Clippers game, I think there's quite a few good looks.
Yeah, that would be where I'd be going. PJ's been talked about. Did you eye him?
PJ, you can smash that. Being transparent, I just took him for 15 points, 10 boards.
Okay.
As a parlay, just like I didn't want to just run his boards. That didn't excite me, but I just went for a 15-point double-double.
Wow.
And he's hit that in 3 out of 4 games without Luka. Just check out the filters without Luka.
Okay.
How many times has he hit 15 points?
Yeah, that's what people were saying is without Luka, he'd be doing stuff, right?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
10 plus boards in every single game.
Sheesh. Was anybody missing in terms of I don't know, Clay wasn't out there either, and Clay getting boards. Old ass Clay. Can Clay still dunk, I wonder? He's 6'7", he could dunk. Okay, yeah, so there was no centers missing. You just had him missing.
He was just getting all the Luka rebounds, all those uncontested weak side ones.
Right.
That's PJ's role now.
Right.
I think my question, what I wanted to ask you on this game is who from the Mavericks is defending James Harden here? Is it a Najee Marshall? Is it possibly a PJ Washington?
I think it's this man.
You think Quentin Grimes?
Yeah, because I'm sure he's going to start. Well, actually, I'm not sure. It's going to be one of these two, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Quentin or
Najee Marshall also scores a ton of points without Luka.
Yeah, Najee or Quentin whenever they're out there.
Yeah.
So this is also without Luka. This was a 13-minute game. I think he got hurt in this one. I think a lot of
people. That's the illness game. I bet on that fucking game.
Yeah.
And then he just didn't look right. And this was the time where in the same week, there were like 12 players going down with illnesses, but they'd play for 5 minutes.
Right.
Like, what are you guys doing?
They're all making out with
each other on the court.
Yeah. Seriously.
The other look is under in Kyrie Irving assists, unless that's moved from 7.5.
Under?
Yeah.
Because of the Clippers' great defense and his bad hit rate?
No, it's because every time Luka was out, his line moved to 7.5, but he never got there. The only time he got there was against Utah, who, anyone could get the assists against Utah. The Clippers won't be that easy, but 6.5, it's okay. The 7.5 was horny.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that. Ooh, I like that. I like this alert a lot. I fucking love Dennis Schroeder so much.
I do as well. Yeah.
Let's finish this point though. Like, what's your thinking with these two, with the homies Najee and Quentin?
I just wanted to make sure it wasn't PJ Washington, so he can clean up all those rebounds.
Oh yeah. No, you're totally right. PJ Washington will be back in free safety mode, I would imagine.
Yeah.
He's not going to guard. He's
in the Jason Tatum role.
Oh, the Jason Tatum role while he's letting Derrick Jones Jr. do whatever the fuck he wants because Derrick Jones Jr. sucks on offense. So that's his matchup. I love that matchup. Are you kidding me?
Take it for 10 boards, PJ. I reckon
and if you think about it, it's likely that DJJ is setting some screens here and there and then rolling, and that's just going to drive PJ to the basket even more.
I don't. Is Derrick Jones Jr. playing in this game?
I thought he was.
On the injury report.
Oh, was he on the injury report?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We might see more.
So now we're even better. Amir Coffee as the starting power forward.
Same guy, lighter skin, but
yeah, right. Yeah, and maybe worse 3-point shot somehow than DJJ. Yeah, that's a really good point. They are the same dude. One jumps out the gym and one's just beefy.
One just turns up every day.
Yeah. Wow. Every other day. Okay, I like this. I see where you're at with that. Any rapid fires for the last 4 that you want to share?
I think the most popular play in that Nuggets game is Michael Porter Jr. over his rebounds and assists. But I was watching it, and when it opened at 7.5 and it stayed at 7.5 despite 1,000 cappers on Twitter hitting it, because the hit rate on it is just ridiculous.
Nice, I got you.
And I chose not to bet it. It's recently just moved to 8.5. Me being a spiteful bastard, I want this to go under and watch the world burn. So I'm not saying to bet on it. I'm just letting you know what I'm thinking. I'm going to watch this game, hoping this guy does not hit this. That would mean more than any of my bets cashing, just to watch everybody burn.
Just when you think we can't get any pettier.
Yeah.
No, but I agree. I actually hope this goes and I also don't want to bet it, to be honest. And Jamal Murray's playing, like, whatever. Yeah. I don't like those random looks unless there's a strong reason, and hit rate ain't the strong reason. So I'm with you on that. And minus 135 now at this point's nuked, like you're saying. So yeah. All right. Yeah,
I got nothing else for you.
Yeah, this game's scary. The only other thing I was heeding a little bit of caution in my video last night was, like, everybody and their mom loves D Fox against the Lakers, and I get it. He's got a great history against the Lakers. He's gone over this in like 6 of his last 8 against the Lakers. The Lakers are not as bad against point guards anymore because D'Angelo Russell is not the point of attack of their defense. For the last 2 seasons, you could walk into the paint and get a shot up if you were a point guard because your matchup was some version of a bad defender and probably D'Lo. Now you're talking about just a different look at the top of the key than D'Angelo Russell consistently. You're either talking about like Austin Reeves, ball hawking you is a much better defender. So just be a little careful. I know you had 28 against him this year too. I get it. It's fine. I'm just 25.5 was a lot. 24.5 is a lot more doable for someone averaging 26 on the season. Maybe you take it there, but not 25.5. So just wanted to mention that. But all right, that's all the time we got. I'm going to be back tomorrow. Not sure if you're off, bro. You're welcome to jump in tomorrow if you're around. So we'd love to have you. We'll see if we can get it.
We'll see. I got swim class at this time tomorrow.
That's right. It's Saturday for you tomorrow. You're already in the future. So, all right. But give that video a like. Make sure you are also subscribed, which you probably are, to Daft's page on YouTube. Daft Previews, as you can see under the man's name right there. We got a pretty good video up yesterday. I had a really good time doing that. I'll just promo that too, because Daft asked me and Prop Bomb to talk about props madness and a little bit of what we've learned so far this season, how we've all made the money that we have. And I thought we got some pretty good stuff in there. So hopefully you guys get something out of that. And then, I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe Daft will see you with me. I'll have that video tonight. And then we'll be getting into NFL stuff tomorrow for the weekend. But appreciate you guys. Give that video a like. Go ahead and sub to the page. Hit the VIP link in the description if you don't want to miss any of these plays. Until I see y'all next, happy betting.
Let's go.